My name is Josh Jenkins. This is my FTT 210 week 7. This is the 4th week of the muzzleloader class. This is assignment 1. Today is December 27th, 2023.
All right, for this week, what we're going to do is the instructions say, or excuse me, the guidance, or the requirements for this week are to install the nose cap, which we're going to do. We're going to shape the front end, get rid of all these blue marks that we make out of the Prussian blue. We're going to get rid of some of our working marks around here especially. And then we're going to remove any dents. So to do that, I've got this little device that I use for pressing my suits. It's not, there's a way to do it where you take a rag and put it on there, but we're going to try this method first, see if that pulls out dents, and then we'll go from there. So there's not really too many because I've been relatively careful. But what we're going to do is we're going to do that, remove dents, and then we're going to show the final project. So I'm going to try to avoid the Christmas rush this time. Instead of just trying to do it in here, we're just going to set it up outside. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up outside too, and then we'll go from there. Before we go outside, we're going to go ahead and get the nose cap installed real quick. That's a pretty straightforward process. What we're going to do is we about know where the, so this is a metal cap on top of the brass. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple holes right in here, okay? And then we're going to drill through, and then we're going to put our brass screws. So I've got one right here, and one right here. They're going to go through here. They're going to go into the wood and be good to go. So let's get this marked up, and we'll do that. All right, got those holes through. Let's move that out of the way. Got those holes through. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the brass screws in. All right, got the nose cap in, got the brass screws in. I may come back, sorry, I got those in. I may come back a little bit just to countersink those, but I've got the nose cap installed. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this out and we're going to sand it down. Again, take it outside. We're going to do the start off with 100, step it up to 150, and then we'll do 220. Because last week when I was doing, I jumped straight from 100 to 220. Probably not a great idea. So I'm gonna learn from my mistake. Go 100, 150, and then 220. So let's go. All right. So I'm gonna start with the 100, and I'm gonna smooth all this down up to this point. Taking a couple pieces off. Just to get it there, but I'm going to remove all of my marks throughout here, being careful not to hit the barrel. So I'm going to start with that, and once I get that side done, flip it over, do the other side, and then again step it down. So 100 to start. All right, gonna go with the 150 next. All right, now I'm gonna go for the 220. All right, that feels really smooth. I think the next thing they said they want us to do is pull out dents. So I'm gonna go get my little thing and I'll be right back. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to try to remove some of the dents out of this. There's only a few like right here in the stock that I'm really concerned about. So what we're gonna do, the book, our textbook says you can take an iron and place it over top of it like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a clean rag because I just realized this one's dirty. I'm gonna let this heat up. This is a dewrinkler for clothes, but it creates a high pressure steam that I think is gonna be what we're looking for here. So I'm gonna flip this on and I'll be right back. All right, so now we got steam coming out. So what we're gonna do, wipe this down. Take a clean rag and I'll put it over my stock where I think a couple of things are. That water is cooking. A little more steam than I needed, but hey, let me go get another rag. I mean, it's a little wet, but there were some dents back here that got removed, so I'm gonna try it on the other side. I'm just gonna try to keep it upright. So, I don't know, you can see some dents right in here too. So I'm gonna wrap this up like this with this clean rag, and I'm just gonna hit it with this steam real quick without burning myself. I don't know if you can see that. Pulled them out okay. I'll go make another pass on it, and then I'm gonna try another couple spots up here. I'm not gonna lie, that actually worked way better than I thought it was going to. Oh, that is amazing. Huh. Cool. I'm running over a couple more spots real quick. That's pretty cool. So show you on this side again. Oh, sorry. So you see on that side, pretty good. And on that side, looks pretty good too. All right. I'm gonna let this dry off first. I'm gonna clean up, and then what we're gonna do is we'll go back over to the computer and talk more about it. While I'm letting this kind of dry up a little bit, because I know I got a little wet, I want to talk about the lock real quick, because when I was initially putting the lock in place, I couldn't get the trigger to engage at all. I couldn't figure out why. I was reading through the book, and the book says from the factory this should be okay, and I watched a few videos where this should be the case, but what I noticed, and you know, thank goodness to my friend Tal and Jane, who watched his video and pointed me right in the direction I need to. On these on the trigger assembly, I don't know if this is the lock. When you lock it back, it goes back twice, right? Now on the trigger assembly back there, there's a little screw. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little screw right there, and it was dog tight. If you imagine it was a 12-degree angle, I had to move it back 4 degrees.
4 degrees before top dead center.
And as soon as I did that, it allowed me to start engaging this and getting it to fire. So if I disengage it real quick, okay, and then I just put it in, and then there you go. Works just fine. But just thought I'd mention that real quick while I'm waiting for this to dry. All right, so I almost forgot about to do this, but what I'm going to do is we have to shape the front here. I forgot to shape it in the original, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it off, and then I'm going to use my rasp right here, and I'm going to take it back, and then I'm going to resand this because again, like I said, it's part of this, so I'm just going to make sure I get that done. So mark it off, and it's going to be a pretty substantial swoop back. There, you see I've got that marked right there. And let's get to it. All right, now that I've got that back on, see that I've got it shaped up. I'm not going to shape it as aggressively as I want, but I do have it flat, and it does flare down back this way. So I've got that, and I've got it shaped. So let's go back onto the computer in there, and we'll do the rest. Okay, so that was our week 7. And that was a lot of fun. It was really cool to kind of finish this project up, even though, I tried to miss one little part right there with the nose cap. But this week we were asked to shape the forend and put the nose cap on. So we did that. This was a lot more boxy, so now it's a little more rounded off. I'll probably hit that with another little bit of sand sometime before we stain it in the next lab, I think, which is 211. But we shaped the forend, we shaped the stock. We got that nice and smoothed off. We got these edges nice and smoothed off too. We removed the dents, like we said, with the water a little earlier. That was really cool using that steamer. So yeah, this is like I said. Here's what it looks like thus far. Let's see if I can get back in focus real quick. Maybe not. All right, it's just gonna stay out of focus. But there we go. That was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. look forward to week 8. Thanks for watching.